by donating. Call 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind.
PM show nationwide, coast to coast, TRN Digital Talk Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Michael Horan. More importantly, the great Fred Dreyer is here. Football superstar, Hall of Fame extraordinaire man. I'm telling you, he is a superstar from television and movies. Hunter for so many years on NBC. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he's got a lot to say, trying to help the country through, very simply, he says, a crisis that everybody thinks is out of control. You're saying just, hey, take a look at this sensibly, Fred. You're saying this is no more spending. The ceiling has been reached. We're not going to raise the ceiling. Time now to make the cuts.
It's common sense. And you know, I'm an American tax-paying citizen, father, grandfather. I'm not unlike millions of other people in this country who have now been slapped in the face with the threat of losing the country. This just isn't about politics. This is about common sense. It's about the Constitution.
Common sense.
It's
easy.
And it is formulated. You know, I'm 65, so in 1966 I was 20 years of age. I saw this politic come out of the campuses at San Diego State. I saw it come out of the country.
Where are the protesters of yesterday? It's in politics right now. This is it, right?
They're running the schools.
They're running it, yeah.
And so you have the big tantrum now turned into a hideous politic. We're having to wrestle with it, and the only way to do it is to ignore the tantrum throwers and start talking about
tighten the belt,
about common sense. 2 and 2 is 4, not 5.
That's it, and it's very simple. As I always say, trying to point blame, saying it started in this administration, it started here, it started there. None of that matters. It has to stop now and revert back to some sort of a semblance of
It's not politics.
order.
It's not politics.
It's not politics.
I was having a conversation with Frank Luntz and Robert Davi a couple of weekends ago at lunch, and that's what we talked about. And it was, it's you can't deal with this through the political. Through the political spectrum, it has to be common sense, and you don't have any Republicans on this picket fence of candidates who understand that. They're all playing it safe to the vest. They don't want to have a soundbite that can be used against them next week, next month, next year on their march to Iowa because they're frightened because they'll say the truth. And none of them want to deal in the truth. That's the definition of politics, is to compromise the truth. You know.
Okay, so now you're talking about the politics of the soundbite. Buckle up. Here's your soundbite from President Barack Obama.
So that we have an approach in which there is shared sacrifice and everybody is giving up something.
Everyone, yeah, we're giving up the country, and he's giving up what? Golf on the weekends. You know, so you've got a group of people here who have paid off all of the mainstream media. You know, Jeffrey Immelt at NBC. He got TARP money. GE got TARP money,
yeah.
and they all spread out this money. They got $1 trillion that was given to the left. That's who got the money, and they're all now shutting their mouth when it comes to a president who is, as I said before, a terrorist. The worst human being you could possibly want in the White House is a guy who hates the Constitution.
And he's trying to make government so big it can bankrupt the country.
And he's doing it by overloading the culture and overloading the economy.
Spend
he's
until
crashing. All of this he's doing is purposeful. This is just in his opinion of, I think I can make it work this way. He knows it won't work.
How many new jobs did we get from that job bailout there with all the
that's the trap. I don't care what he says he gets. Those are government jobs.
Right.
Government jobs doesn't grow the middle class.
Okay, so there's one business guy, at least one here, who is in agreement with you, and this is the man who builds the hotels in Las Vegas, Steve Wynn.
I'm saying it bluntly, that this administration is the greatest wet blanket to business and progress and job creation in my lifetime. And I could spend the next 3 hours giving you examples of all of us in this marketplace that are frightened to death about all the new regulations. Our healthcare costs escalate, regulations coming from left and right, a president that that keeps using that word redistribution. Well, my customers and the companies that provide the vitality for the hospitality and restaurant industry in the United States of America, they're frightened of this administration. And it makes you slow down and not invest your money.
God bless him. That's exactly correct. And see, the left would say he is a right-wing extremist.
Yes, they would. They'd name call.
I'm all for name calling.
You are?
Yeah, I'm all for
I've
name
heard
calling.
the show. I don't.
If I see a skunk in my house, I yell
It's
out,
a
"There's
skunk.
get the skunk out of my house." You know, but what you wind up with is America has been duped. They know it. The Tea Party is a bellwether of the American people starting to wake up. They've got a year to do it. We've got to find a candidate here. I don't know if it's Rick Perry. I think it's Marco Rubio. He's the only one that, to my way of thinking, has the velocity in his articulation of what the problem is and his desire and love of the country.
We'll be back. PM show on CRN. That's the great Fred Dreyer.